Hello, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. I almost forgot how to say it. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections, and this is a walkthrough of the Long Tarot. This is going to be a first impressions. This is the Dragon Song Tarot. I'm actually not certain if it's Dragon Song or Dragon Roar that means. I looked it up on Google Translate, and on the outside here, it translates as Dragon Song Tarot. I'll pop that on the screen for you so you can see my translation. But on the inside of the book, it translates as Dragon Roar Tarot. So I guess you could call it whatever you want. Long Tarot, Dragon Roar, Dragon Song. I personally like Dragon Song, so I'm going to go with that. So the deck is a deck by the creator Lee Shaw, which and the artist is Zozo. And I actually have another deck that I actually really love by this creator, this team, the artist and writer team, and it's Stars Lighting Up the Night Tarot. Now I have a walkthrough of this, so I'll post it up here in the comments. In the cards for you if you want to see more about this deck. I love this deck. It's a great RWS clone with some interesting images that just kind of get you thinking and moving and your brain activated. And I really love this deck. I use it quite a bit. The cardstock is lovely. It's a nice size. I like it. So I'm very excited to take a look at this. I've seen some of this on Instagram, just some pictures of people using it and people posting pictures and stuff, but I'm excited to just take a close look at it now that I have it here in my hands. I also have two other decks that I've walked through by the writer of this deck, Sha Lee. This one, which I just put up not too long ago, this is the Phantasm of Life Tarot, which I'll post up here for you. And also this one, which is the Insight Enlightenment cards. I have a video where I walk through this along with another of the Enlightenment cards in the series. So the publishers of this deck, Chengdu Arcana, they sent this over to me for purposes of review and so that I could share it with you. And I'm very excited to do just that. And also, I wanted to just give you a little bit of hot news. If you haven't been following them on Instagram, these enlightenment cards, they've got about six, I think, of these in their series, and they just released a new one, the sixth one, I think it is, or maybe the fifth. I'm not sure, but that's very exciting. I've really been enjoying the two that I have, and I'm looking forward to maybe picking up a couple more. So there's a little bit of news for you. Let's take a look at this deck. So we have a hard box with thumbhole cutouts. It's not tight, it comes right off. And this is the inside of the box. Very cute little dragons in there flying around. So that's the box. Pop that off to the side. And it did come with an extra card, and this one is called Auspicious. And I'll read from the guidebook what that says in just a moment so we know what that card is. So the guidebook for this one is only in Chinese. So I did do a little bit of translating, and I'll pop some of the pictures up on the screen for you as I'm going through it, just so that you can kind of get a feel. So I will read this as we're going through the major arcana, but this is kind of like a intro to the deck and a story. And then it talks about kind of how to use cards and something is a little bit about spreads. And then it gets into the majors. And at the beginning of each section, the majors, the wands and all of that, there's a little bit of an introduction to the suit. And then here is where it talks about the extra card, which we'll take a look at in just a second. And then for the cards, for all of them, you get the number, the name, and you get a little advice, like a little sentence of advice, and then an upright list of keywords and a reverse list of keywords for all of the cards. And as you go through the suits, at the beginning of each suit, you get like a little bit of introduction to what the story of the suit is. And so as we go through the cards, I'll read those introductions out so that we can keep up with the story. So let's take a look at the extra card and what it says here. I'm just going to read from the translation. The extra card is Auspicious, and it reads in the guidebook like so. The light of dawn lifts the fog of the night, and the bright sunshine covers the land of China. The sound of drums resounded throughout the world and then echoed loudly in the ears. The dancers moved the dragon body flexibly, and the dazzling golden scales ignited everyone's enthusiasm. The dragon roars and the lion roars like the auspicious fall from the sky, powerful, spectacular, and beautiful. This is the most lively dragon dance performed by Chinese people in the first month of the year. People use this to express their wishes and hope for good weather and a good harvest in the coming year. And when this card appears, all the good things and wishes will surround you. The reversed and upright cards have the same meaning. So that's the meaning for the auspicious card. So when you see that, you know that you're looking at, what kind of a message you're getting there. And now let's look at the cards. So here are the backs of the cards. They do have this gold stamping on them. Very pretty and mesmerizing. I think they are reversible. Yeah, fully reversible. So all you have on the card for the is just this title bar at the bottom. Otherwise, it's completely borderless, and there's no numbers or anything like that. It's very beautiful and expanded because the card is a little bit smaller than a normal tarot size card. So it's nice to have all of the space on the card for the artwork, for the very detailed artwork. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the preface as we go through the cards. It says, in China, writings about dragons first appeared in oracle bone inscriptions. It has antlers like a deer, head like a camel, eyes like a rabbit, neck like a snake, belly like a suit, scales like a fish, claws like an eagle, palms like a tiger, and ears like a cow, which brings together the images of many animals in nature. There is endless energy hidden in the huge body. It is the totem of the cultural symbol of the Chinese nation, representing wisdom, courage, and prosperity. Chinese people have always worshipped and respected the dragon very much and call themselves the descendants of the dragon. For thousands of years, dragon culture has penetrated into all levels of society. It is one of the 12 zodiac animals. It is an important element in architecture, sculpture, and artistic creation. It is also the protagonist of various sacrifices and blessing activities. Chinese people express their pride and heritage as descendants of the dragon through dragon lantern dancing, dragon boat racing, and other activities. The dragon is the only animal in the Chinese zodiac that does not actually exist. 2024 is the year of the dragon in the lunar calendar, so the Dragon Roar Tarot came into being. In this deck of cards, you will see the original form of the legendary majestic dragon, as well as the descendants of the dragon clan who have transformed into human forms. They complete their missions in their respective fields. This deck is based on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, inviting you to create legends with the dragons. And that's the preface so that you can kind of get a feel for where the author was coming from when they created the deck. I love all of this artwork. It's very busy. And I was like, oh, I wish it had a border. But then actually, no, I don't, because the cards are already a little bit smaller and I need the space. I need it to be big enough for me to be able to see. So yeah, that's the end of the majors. Let's pop those out of the way. So as we move into the minors, there are little story elements that we need to know as we go. So I'm just going to read from the book. It says, this is the fire element, red dragon, control of fire and electricity. It says the prince of the dragon clan can't wait to become the next dragon king. He is very ambitious and ready to do something big, but it doesn't seem simple. So let's see what the prince of the dragon clan gets up to. I guess this is him, the prince. So he is trying to become the king. There's our 3 of Wands. The 4 of Wands. Looks like he has himself a queen or a princess. The 5 of Wands. Okay. These people don't look like they want him to be king, or at least they're not happy with his decisions, his counsel maybe. The 6 of Wands. Okay, now they're happy with him. Or at least he's won the argument. The 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. With dragons wrapped around. Are those dragons or snakes wrapped around these wands? I think they're snakes. Uh-oh, there's fire back there. The 9 of Wands. Oh, he looks very sad. The 10 of Wands. The Page. It's a person with a dragon tail. So they're definitely a descendant of this dragon. The Knight. The Queen of Wands. I would have loved for her to have like a little dragon buddy down there, like in place of the cat. You know what I mean? And the King. All right, so then we're off into the cups. We have our blue dragons. Let's see what it says in the book. Okay, it says this is the Holy Grail suit, water element, blue dragon, controls water and tides. The friendship between the dragon princess and the human princess does not care about race, nor is there any separation between heaven and earth. Although we can't see each other often, we are so lucky to find good friends in life. All right, so we go to Ace of Cups. This is a beautiful cup. Look at this cup. It's gorgeous. Our little blue dragon. Two of Cups. Oh, this one has like a lot of, well, you know, they say that like the wands is like the male energy and the cups is more of a female energy. So it makes sense that we would see women in this suit. If it's going to go that way for the other two, like females for the earth suit and swords for the male suit, then that means it'll be nice and balanced. So that's good. Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Where is this dragon headed? He's going up wherever it is. The Nine of Cups. He's collected them and put them in these little boxes. The Ten of Cups. Page. She's cute. These dragons almost look like mermaids, these dragon people. Her tail. The Knight of Cups. I like her horns or her like whatever's on her head is, it looks like, I don't know if those look like antlers, if they look like lightning bolts or horns. This is a cool image. The Queen of Cups. Let's just get a little bit close up on some of these because it's hard to see the details when I want you to be able to see the whole card, but I also you need to look a little closer to see the details. Well, I do anyway. I need to look closer. So let's look a little closer. All right. So now we're into the swords. All right. So this one is the sword suit, wind element, black dragon, control the source of wind. The dragon prince, who was imprisoned by the royal power, longed for freedom. Oh no. So he placed thousands of thoughts in his heart on the spiritual bird. However, the abyss was too dark. How could he see the light again? Ooh, this is getting deep. They done captured the prince and imprisoned him. Here's the two. This is the same prince from the first suit. The three. Here's the Four of Swords, putting his thoughts into the dragon. The Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. This is a cool perspective. It looks like he's on a boat, also maybe flying upward, or maybe we're above him looking down. I can't quite tell because see these things here are making me think that they're sticking up, but then I'm looking down like I'm looking on the top of above the birds looking down. It's interesting. It made me stop and think. Seven of Swords. This is another one with an interesting perspective. What's happening down here? He's taking the swords and throwing them in this portal, sending them into this space down here. The Eight of Swords. Ooh, I like this composition. Nine of Swords. What is he doing? What's in his hand? Let's see. Is he writing? Is that like, is he fixing like his helmet or something? What's happening there? It's like there's something stuck in something and he's pulling it out. But what is it that he's holding? What do you guys think it is? Pretty. Ten of Swords. Uh-oh. He got the dragon. Or somebody got the dragon. Ooh, this Page of Swords looks fierce. The Knight. What is he writing? Is it some kind of whale? The Queen. Ooh, I like the geometry going on behind her. And the King. Oh, yeah, I like that. Does it do that in all the Queens and Kings? I didn't notice. Let me see. There is definitely something going on behind these two, but it didn't catch my eye. Like the swords did. Let's see about the The Queen and King of Wands had different backgrounds. She had like a mirror. So he looks like he's outside. I don't know. I just think it was just those two that caught my eye, but where did she go? I think it was just those two, but I really like these two together. I like the way they look a lot. I like the geometry going on behind them. Anyway, moving on into the Pentacles. Let's look at the story. So this is the Star Coin suit. It says the element is earth. White dragon controls the snow and nourishes the earth. The dragon princess was accidentally injured and rescued by Zhao Yuer. In order to replace her kindness, she put down her proud identity and participated in civilian life, striving to create a better environment for the creatures in the sea. Wow, that's perfect. So she participated in a civilian life. So we should see a lot of earthly things going on now. Like we're out of the dragon realm and now we're into the earthly realm. Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and here's looks like she is still mixing herself with the water element here, the sea. Five of Pentacles, the Six. Yeah, so here she is making, bringing what she took from the earth and giving it to her friends in the sea. Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the little turtles, the Nine of Pentacles, the 10. Look at the little baby. They're so cute. Look at them. And the Page of Pentacles. So I think that the reason we have so many sea creatures here is because the sea creatures are from this is a continuation of the story from the Cup suit. So it makes sense, but it's still weird to see like turtles and stuff in the Earth suit, even though this could be a tortoise, but this is definitely a turtle because he has a beak and the flippers. So Queen of Pentacles. Look how beautiful this is. All of the flowers and the ribbons and the stars and the mandalas. And here's our king. All right, and here's the backs again. The size of the card is a little bit smaller than a normal tarot size card. This card here is a normal, regular RWS size card. And you can see that they're the same height, but just a little bit more narrow. So they're just a little bit smaller. I would say they're kind of like maybe like a Los Scarabeo card size if you have any of those tuck box decks. I know that's like what I would. Los Scarabeo is a little shorter though. Where's the rest of the cards? Here they are. I was like, that's not all the deck. So it's a little bit thick, thicker than a Los Scarabeo deck. It's a little thick for, I think it's the coating on them. The coating is a matte. It's matte. And I told you it has the foiling on the back. This deck is a little bit thick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to riffle shuffle it, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I can. My hands are small. If you have any like regular size hands, this should probably riffle shuffle really nicely for you. For me, it's a little bit of a stretch because my hands are small, but I can do it. The overhand is nice and smooth. It's very smooth. Yeah, it's a nice matte. It's not sticky. It's not clumpy. It's a nice matte cardstock. No edging. So if you want to edge it, I think, look, I've already chipped them. So just be aware of that it will chip if you're hard on your cards. I'm pretty easy on my cards, but just that little bit of riffling I did already kind of gave this one a little bit of a chip. I don't know if you can see. So be aware of that on the stock. I like this. Let's see. All right, so let's see what we can pair it with. So this one is the Insight Enlightenment cards. This is the one by Lee Shaw, the same writer, different artist. So we can take a quick look and see how these will look together. If you get them. I want to show these together because people are buying them from the publisher, directly from the publisher in China. The shipping is a little, it's a little much if you're shipping over to the States. But if you're buying them and, buying two together or three together, it could be worth it because it's definitely less expensive to get it directly from the publisher. Just like it would be less expensive to get a Hay House deck directly from Hay House or Llewellyn deck directly from Llewellyn, you know, when they're having a sale or something. So we've got the Devil and the Emperor with Silver. Yes. And we've got Dilemma with Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Well, these like each other for sure. These definitely like each other. And one more. Rest with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. And she definitely looks like she is in rest mode. So let's take a look at the other one that I wanted to try it with. Now, the other one has very different artwork. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. This is the Quest Enlightenment cards. And already I think I prefer the first one. I think I prefer Insight better as far as the look of it. We'll see. 10 of Wands with the Fool and Balance. The Chariot with the Six of Swords and Death. Depth. I always want to call this card Death, but it's Depth. And Create with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Yeah, I prefer the other one. I don't like this one with it. But what do you guys think? Organized with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. I like Organized with that Seven of Swords because he's putting everything in the little hole. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Distance. Let's try the ink, Charm of Ink inspiration cards. These are the Charm of Ink inspiration cards. I really like this deck, but it is more of a inspiration deck. It's like the other one is more like, you know, it has like those keywords that are just to help you kind of take action or think through what's going on. This is more of an inspiration deck. You take the idea and then you look in the guidebook for inspiration, basically. So we got Eight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles and Heavenly Fairy. I love the way these look together. Dream Beauty with Page of Wands and Justice. This deck is also from the same publisher, Chengdu Arcana. I have a walkthrough of this one too, I think. If I do, I'll put it up here. I'm pretty sure I do. Strength with Page of Cups and In the Foggy Tower. Look at this. Taming the Inner Beast with the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. Look at them. They look like they want to fight. One more. Queen of Swords with Braveheart and the Hierophant. And we'll stop there. I want to look at a couple of dragon decks. Okay, so let's take a look at this Dragon Riders Oracle. It's still here. I didn't know if I was going to keep it or give it away or what, but I figure it's the year of the dragon. I might as well keep it. So we've got the Star with the Two of Wands. And the time has now come for divine insight. Well, that's good with the Star. Accept the darkness within you along with the light. And follow the path towards wholeness. That's good with the Two of Wands. Okay, so that works. I do like the way it looks together for sure. Very given colorful dragony energy. All right, so your true power is the light of your own magic. Remember that you are a powerful magical creature with the Tower and the Nine of Wands. So we've got see the wonders around you and honor this incarnation. The here and now is the stage on which you will encounter and learn to love yourself with the Hanged Man and the Lovers. So yeah, I like this for sure. I'm glad I kept this Oracle deck. I think I was keeping it in preparation for this one. I think I had it in the back of my mind, you know? So this one says, I am the light in the darkness. I will guide you back to divine love. All lower energy must bow before my power. With the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. And that's that. I ran through those, but I have one more dragon deck I want to try it with. So let me shuffle. I want to try it with just this one last deck. So we're just going to give it a quick shuffle so that we don't get the same pairs again. And let's try it with this. This is the field guide to garden dragons, or as I like to call them, the veggie dragons. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I've got the mushroom dragon illusion with the magician and the high priestess. Wow. So that came out swinging. Let's see what we get next. Eight of Wands with renewal and the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Cups with the Empress. The Knight of Cups and the Empress with boundaries. And the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups with the Lucky Clover Dragon, luck. Last one, the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups with the Gooseberry Dragon, stealth. So what do you guys think of that? Which dragon deck do you guys like better? The Garden Dragons or the other one? What was the other one called? I forgot just that fast. The Dragon Riders. The Dragon Riders. What's your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so the last deck I want to try it with is the Poesis Oracle. This is an indie deck. You can pick it up from the creators, I believe. I don't know if it's on Etsy. I got it directly from the website. They're based out of Canada. I'm curious because I feel like they both have this sort of like this, the dragon deck, the Dragon Song Tarot has like this chocolatey feel to it. This like, I don't know, it just feels kind of chocolate. And this one always reminded me of like white chocolate or vanilla. So I thought maybe. So let's just see. Explore with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. Illuminate with the Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Looking at this and I'm thinking there's sort of like an echo of shapes here. And the thing that I love the most about working with the Poesis Oracle is not necessarily the keywords, but more the imagery. It's curious and it makes me think past the keyword. It makes me want to think past the keyword. So when I'm looking at this picture, what I'm noticing across the three is this bubble over their heads. So here I'm seeing this imagery above her head as if she's looking towards that for some sort of enlightenment. And then I'm seeing this bubble above this character's head. And then I'm seeing this ribbon kind of making a bubble above this character's head. And so then that's making kind of tying those all three together for me. There's a ribbon here and then also this sort of same ribbon going on here, as if there's a connection between these two cards, but it's all in the head. So it could be that these two are connected and it could be that they're tied together. So if someone is in the Six of Pentacles and they think that they're giving or taking, giving or receiving, maybe they're receiving things that are keeping them in this sort of sad place, or maybe whatever they're giving is tinged with sadness. And it is important to illuminate what it is that is happening here so that we can find our way past the sadness in order to be able to really give with our hearts or receive with our hearts. Let me see, Seven of Cups with simplify. That makes sense. And the Nine of Wands. So maybe this simplification isn't as simple as we think it's going to be. It's going to be a challenge. It's already been a challenge to pare it down, but you're working on it and you're getting there, and we're going to continue to work towards it, right? Noise with the Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. I love noise with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I like this. I know that this is not the best look aesthetically for a pairing, but the images in this deck interest me. They make me want to look into them and see where I can find connections, where things are sort of balanced, where they're unbalanced, colors that kind of connect or disconnect, cause a disconnect. And this deck does the same. So I feel like it's going to be that sort of immersive reading rather than reading what's on the card or what's written on the card. It's going to be more of a reading into the pictures. And I like to read like that sometimes. So this is, yeah, I think I'm going to like this. I think I'm going to like this pairing. So this is, again, the Poesis Oracle. I took out the auspicious card. I never put it, I never put it back in the deck. I don't know, something about I like that there's an auspicious card in here, but the border I think will bother me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to put it in here for now and see how it goes. So those are my first impressions of the dragon. I want to call it the Dragon Song Tarot. Let me know if that's wrong, if you can read the box, but and Google Translate was wrong. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Google Translate was wrong, but I like it. I like the idea of it being the Dragon Song Tarot. So it just seems a little bit more poetic or something. But those are my first impressions. I'm excited to get to use this. I don't know if I'll be using it anytime soon because I'm doing Marseille for May right now. And then these colors are just a little bit rich for what I'm looking for. But maybe when I get out of the Marseille and Pips, I'll be looking for something more rich. We'll never know. You never know with me. I get a little wild. I think I want one thing, and then the next thing I know, I want something else. So, but these are my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. I'll put links in the description box below where you can pick up everything you saw here today. If you're interested, and until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.